Welcome to Got Invention Radio. I'm your host, Brian Freed, and our guest today is Alan Zach. He's the Senior Director of Marketing and Education at Xprize. Welcome to our show, Alan.
Thank you for having me, Brian.
I happened to run into Alan at Maker Faire, New York City, 2014, and I'm telling you, their booth was packed. Kids, adults, all different types of people, that's for sure. And there was some great initiatives that are going on with Xprize. Alan, if you don't mind taking a moment and telling us who you are and what Xprize is about.
Happy to, Brian. Well, as you mentioned, I am the Senior Director of Marketing and Education for Xprize. Xprize is a nonprofit organization that creates large-scale incentivized competitions around the grand challenges facing humanity. What is a grand challenge? It's a problem that, if it's not solved, could actually hurt humanity down the road. We have awarded millions of dollars to winners of our past competitions around high fuel-efficient cars. Of course, we're most famous for our $10 million Ansari X Prize, which successfully saw a privately funded spacecraft go into suborbit twice in 2 weeks, thus creating the private space travel industry, which SpaceX and Virgin Galactic are currently engaged in. So we open markets and industries through our competitions. It's a very exciting time because we realize that there are innovators and inventors around the world who have ideas on how to solve problems, but they don't have the carrot to do so, or they're not aware of that they have the ability to focus on a problem. What Xprize does is bring everyone together, put up a carrot through our generous sponsorships, and say, we don't care your background or where you're from, who you are, your age, but if you have an idea to solve this problem, you will win the prize. And that, in essence, is what an incentivized competition does.
Very, very exciting. Now, at this booth, there were hundreds of kids there, and there were flyers, and I was even with the United States Patent and Trademark Office, and they had flyers. They were promoting the initiative that Xprize has with Disney's Big Hero 6. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Happy to. So, yeah, Xprize and Walt Disney Studio Motion Pictures has come together in a great partnership, and we have launched Disney's Big Hero 6 Xprize Challenge. And what that is a video contest for kids ages 8 to 17, broken out into two groups. It's ages 8 to 12, and the older group is ages 13 to 17, where kids will submit a video no more than 3 minutes long around identifying a problem and a solution that affects their community or even the world. Tell us how they're going to do it. And of course, the more creative, the better in the video in terms of how they're communicating their idea. These videos will be collected on our website, xprizechallenge.org, and we will review them all, and we will select the top 20 videos that then will be put on the website for everyone to vote on, because we want to make sure not only Xprize and Disney sees these videos, we want the country to see the videos. And there's a 20% voting criteria for crowd voting. So everyone that gets the votes, that's 20% of the score. The other 80% will come from 6 judges that will also see the 20 videos. And those two scores will be combined to create the real-life Big Hero 6.
That's awesome. Now, Alan, when you were explaining the contest or the challenge to my daughter who's 12, the prizes that you were going over, her eyes were popping out of her head. Can you tell us a little bit about what you guys are giving away?
Absolutely. You know, our line for this competition is think big, win big. And so we wanted to make sure that the prize package was certainly living up to that name. So here's just a few things that the 6 winners will be able to participate in. So they'll be flying to LA the first week of November, and they'll come to the Xprize headquarters and learn how we innovate and come up with our X Prizes. They'll also be able to walk the red carpet of the world premiere of Disney's Big Hero 6. They will also get a VIP tour of Disney Animation Studios and a VIP tour of Disney Imagineering, which is the group that designs and thinks and designs attractions at the Disneyland parks. Plus, they get other great prizes from First Robotics and littleBits. So overall, it's a great package we think kids will be excited about.
I'm telling you also, Alan, I don't know if anybody's had a chance to take a peek at it, but the Big Hero 6 Disney movie that's coming out, it's unbelievable. If you have a chance, take a look at the movie trailers. It's really, really cool. It's like, what is that thing, Alan? Is it a big... He looks very interesting. Is he a robot?
Yes, he is a robot. His name is Baymax, and Hero is the main character of the movie. But it is about forming a team of 6 individuals who combat crime in a very innovative and effective way using futuristic technology. And that's the one thing that we're, at Xprize, as we incentivize the future, we're very much in line with how this movie is inspiring kids to think differently and to think big. Why can't we solve some of the problems that are facing us right now and the impact it's going to have on future generations?
Well, you're very lucky and Disney, both of you are very lucky to partner up together. You with your initiatives in education and innovation and with Xprize and also Disney Studios, really something very special. Now, these dates are for 2014. I know that our show gets archived and you can listen anytime, but Alan, give us some of those dates, the deadlines, and when we have to compete by.
Happy to, because video submission is right around the corner. October 12th is the deadline to submit your video on xprizechallenge.org. And, of course, crowd voting is between October 15th and 19th. So that only gives a few days to have the nation see the videos and vote on who they see as the best ideas to move forward in the next round.
Sounds good. So the official challenge website is www.xprizechallenge.org and then /Big Hero 6, the number 6?
Correct.
Excellent. Now, thank you for that, Alan. I know that my daughter's getting involved, and the inventors that are out there with kids, or the kids that are listening, or the inventors that have other types of people that are related to them or that they know that are kids from 6, what age? From 6 to?
Ages 8 to 17.
8 to 17, perfect. Okay, so get out your thinking caps inventors and young inventors and start getting active in this initiative. I mean, walking down the red carpet in Hollywood, that's pretty impressive.
It is.
Now, Alan, I've also taken a few moments to take a look at the xprize.org website, and you also talked to me about a couple really interesting initiatives and different contests and prizes that are going on with Xprize. A couple that really stood out for me was the Google Challenge. Can you take a moment and share that with us?
Happy to, Brian. So what you're referring to is the $30 million Google Lunar Xprize. It's the largest incentivized competition to date. And what Xprize is doing is incentivizing a privately funded team to send a rover to the moon and have it traverse 500 meters and send back high-def video and photos back to Earth in order to win the grand prize.
That's awesome. You could take a look at these, xprize.org, and on the website you click on prizes, and it drops down with all these really interesting prizes and contests and competitions and challenges that Xprize has. Another one that I love, I mean, I used to be a Star Trek fan back in the day. It's kind of in and out these days. But one thing that you were talking to me about was eventually, hopefully somebody will come up with this, that you wave the transcorder, right? The transporter or quarter wand that goes in front, and you can actually find out what kind of ailments somebody has. That's unbelievable. Can you tell us about it?
Sure. You're referring to the $10 million Qualcomm tricorder.
$10 million?
Xprize.
Oh, my gosh. $10 million?
$10 million.
I'll take it.
And the idea here is for Xprize to incentivize a team to create a wireless mobile device that can successfully diagnose 15 human conditions and monitor 5 vital signs. This is going to be awarded in January of 2016, which happens to be the 50th anniversary of Star Trek. So we're very excited to kind of launch the year with our awarding and start the year with that milestone. And by awarding these tricorders, We're going to be revolutionizing mobile healthcare the way we know it.
Well, it looks like Xprize is doing many, many different things and great things that are out there. And actually just kind of browsing through the website at xprize.org, I see that your founder, Peter Diamandis, if I'm saying it correctly, he's been on ABC News, Bloomberg Television, CNN just recently, and talking about all the different challenges and exciting things that are happening in your organization.
Yes, I think what you're referring to, Brian, is Peter, we just launched a prize this week, the $15 million Global Learning Xprize, which is going to completely change the way kids in developing countries are going to learn. And so we're very excited about the impact that it's going to have on a global basis. And so he has been out there talking about the competition, talking about the need for incentivized prizes, and how Xprize is making all that happen.
That's fantastic. All right, so Alan, give us the kids that are listening, or the parents that had their kids start to listen to the show or to find out more, if you could just give the kids that are listening some quick words of wisdom while they're or before they start entering this Xprize challenge with Disney's Big Hero 6.
Happy to. Well, as we talked about, just in this radio interview, we know that great ideas can come from kids. We've seen it before in a lot of our competitions. They are natural entrepreneurs and innovators and inventors. They're great with coming up with new ways of thinking. And so the Disney's Big Hero 6 Xprize Challenge is a great avenue for them to create a video around an idea they have. And what is that solution? Send it to us. And by doing so, you could be one of the 6 winners that come to LA win, of course, win a great prize package.
Thank you so much. Alan Zach from Xprize, you're the Senior Director of Marketing and Education. Is there any way for us to get in touch or to find out more directly from Xprize, or should we just go to the website?
Well, the website, xprize.org, will certainly give you a great overview. But if your listeners would really like to keep up to date with all of our latest news, we have a newsletter that they can sign up from our website, and they can also follow us on all the major social media platforms. We are posting information about all the teams that are competing throughout all of our competitions, as well as some of our upcoming prizes that we're looking at to do.
Excellent. Disney's Big Hero 6 Xprize Challenge. Take advantage of it. 2014. Alan, thank you so much for joining us. Inventors, entrepreneurs, innovators, young innovators, keep on listening and definitely take advantage of this opportunity. Alan, thanks again for joining us.
Thank you, Brian.